I'm a little bit early. It's been a while since I've done this. So I want to make sure I had everything set up. So I'm going to keep getting everything set up while you guys are signing on. I hope this recording is better than the last one. For some reason, it was, um, I don't know, kind of grainy or something. Um, I have a pretty good connection here where I am back in the RV, but the air conditioner is running, so it may affect the connection. I'm not sure. I hope not. But let me get set up over here. Make sure you sign in. Hi, how are you? Hi, Carol. Let me know. Hey, you guys, you know the drill. Make sure you put in where you're signing in from. I'm trying to get it on my phone. And I know I'm a little bit early. Okay, I think I got it. St. Louis. Have I been to St. Louis? I have. Well, let's see. I've been to Springfield. There is a Springfield, Missouri, right? I think so. When I was a itty bitty little thing, I went to Springfield. And Key to Life, where are you signing in from? Anyway, I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for the thumbs up already. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Brenda. Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm over here in Oklahoma, so I'm your near neighbor. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Martha. Springfield, Tennessee. Sheila's in Chicago. Key to Life is in Maryland. Vanessa, you're in Texas. I got a couple people right next door to me. Well, not right next door because, everything's bigger in Texas. Your state is huge. So you might be a little ways from me, even though the states are right next door. I hope this isn't too grainy. I really can't do anything about it. It is where I am. It says it's 91 degrees outside, and I'm in an RV right now. So if I turn off the air conditioning, I won't be able to finish this broadcast. It gets hot in here very quickly. So I see my husband joined us. Hello, dear.
Hey,
He's sitting right there. Hi, Brenda. Where are you, Brenda?
Grand Prairie, Texas.
Is she? I thought that was somebody else that just told me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Grand Prairie, Texas. I see it.
Do you need me to follow you on the chat?
Anyway, yeah, if they start chatting. Anyhow, so first of all, I know I'm a little bit early, so I know some people probably will be signing on like right at 7. Let me turn that so you're not looking at the ceiling. First of all, I wanted to tell you guys, for those of you that prayed for me, thank you. I just had a sore throat. And it came and left. I did some of you guys, if you follow me on the other channel, the Christopat's Adventure and Travel channel, the address to that, the link to that is in the description box. So on that channel, I talk about all kinds of other stuff, absolutely nothing to do with hair whatsoever. So that's dealing more with my urban farm. Well, I call it a urban farm. It's not really a farm because the only animals I have is chickens. So anyway, um, But I talk a lot on that channel about other things that I do. And part of that is making my own homeopathic remedies, home remedies, and stuff like that. And I try to get ready for every flu season and stuff like that. So, um, anyway, I just used a couple of my home remedies to deal with the sore throat, which I think turned out really to be allergies. It's just certain things that mess with my sinus and my throat. My throat is still a little froggy, but it's not sore. It's been 3 weeks for crying out loud. But anyway, when it gets really dry and dusty, it bothers my throat and my sinus. Hi, Amber. And if there's a lot of pollen in the air, tree pollen, and if somebody just cut their grass, when my husband goes to mow, I shut everything, the doors, the windows, I shut everything, because if that grass, those fibers come floating in, oh my goodness, my nose will start burning and I'll start coughing, and I just have some kind of a reaction to it. So, anyway, I'm doing better. I still got this froggy kind of, so excuse me if you see me keep doing that in my throat. But like I said, it doesn't hurt. And so, for those of you that did pray for me because you thought I was getting ready to check out, I'm still here. Thank you for praying. I didn't check out. I'm still here. I'm still here. Anyhow, I'm doing my. I should call this a rinse and go because I washed it yesterday. But about let's see, I guess I don't know, an hour or so ago, 45 minutes ago, I just gave it a rinse. Um, just wet it a little bit and gave it a shake, and there you go. So this is what I came up with. I don't know why it looks grainy to me on my end. I hope it doesn't look like that to you guys. So anyhow, I am doing. I'm a lot better. I wasn't sick, like I said. I just had a really sore throat. I was exhausted. There was a lot of stuff going on, and my husband injured his hand. He had what I call severe tendonitis, where his hand swelled up like a water balloon, and it's his right hand, his driving hand. Well, actually, he can drive with both hands, but he's right-handed, right? So the things that he would normally do, he could not do, and the pain got so bad and so severe that he had to go to the emergency room, and they didn't know. They took x-rays. They said, we don't see anything broken, we don't know what's going on, so they referred him to an orthopedic specialist. Ching ching. So anyhow, still waiting on the emergency room bill. But anyway, um, so I did, you learn some things when you're coming up and you've raised kids, or you paid attention to what your mom did when you were coming up, and when you get bumps and bruises and all that. So I thought, you know what, I'm thinking this, if nothing's broken, then this is probably a really, really bad sprain, or it's a hairline fracture or something like that. So my instinct told me to uh, do the Epsom salts and wrap it, immobilize it, and wrap it, and with Ace wrap and cotton, which is what I did until he felt like he couldn't handle the pain anymore, and that's when he went to the emergency room. Which, you know what they told him? To do what I had been doing. I was not impressed, but anyway, I kind of was though. But you know what I mean. So then we go to the orthopedic doctor, and he says the same thing. Well, I looked at the X-rays, and there nothing's broken, and he said the same thing. But it's like a French word that I can't. Who knows? Anyway, um, I can't say the French word for it. Yeah, de Querbe, whatever he said. So anyway, like I said, it's a severe case of tendonitis. His hand was so swollen, he did not have wrinkles in it. And believe me, he's got wrinkles in his hand. Okay, there were no wrinkles. There was no wrinkles in his hand. And he's shaking his head at me. But you do have wrinkles in your hand. But anyhow, um, he's got wrinkles in him now, so that's good. Anyhow, I was icing it and wrapping it and um, giving them anti-inflammatories very carefully because they can mess up your stomach, and Epsom salts, and just whatever I could do to. The main thing was to get the swelling down. And in the middle of the night, I'm checking to make sure that his fingers hadn't gone cold, because if they had, then there was some kind of obstruction of blood flow, which means, yeah, we got to go back to the emergency room because we got to get the swelling down and get the blood flowing, or he's going to lose his hand or lose his fingers or something. So it was kind of serious thing, but I thank God that I had I just had some sense about me of what to do. So it was tough sledding because I wasn't sleeping. I was having to wake up, and oftentimes in the middle of the night he was groaning because he was in pain, and I couldn't sleep because he couldn't sleep, and whatever. Oh my God. I thought I was gonna die from exhaustion. But but anyway, so meanwhile, things that he would do around the house, well, I didn't want him doing it because I didn't want him to re-injure it. Meanwhile, the doctor is like, uh, you know, he wanted him to keep it wrapped up and come back in 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, now let me see if I got this right. Okay, because ching ching. First of all, I ain't coming back in 2 weeks for you to tell me for him to keep doing what I've been doing at home. I know how to keep doing it. No, I ain't coming back. He never saw us again. Anyway, so the swelling went down, and hello there. The swelling went down, and it's just that he has to be careful, because way down deep. See, first I was thinking it's carpal tunnel, but it wasn't. It was right here, right there. Carpal tunnel is more like right in here. His was right here and in here. So it was really a matter of immobilizing this. So I had this wrapped individually, and then I had his hand wrapped to here and around his wrist to there. So just to keep it from moving while it was healing. And he's doing a lot better. He doesn't have the wrap on now. He did have it on a little bit earlier, but we're 3 weeks into this. But like I said, the swelling has gone down a lot. It's just some very minimal swelling if he starts using it, too much. It gets a little bit sore because it's not healed all the way down deep. It's just, the that tissue right here is okay, but way down where the tendon is still needs to heal, and that takes time because tendons don't have good blood flow. So, anyway, there you go for your medical class. Not that I'm a doctor, but I'm just saying what I've done. Hi, KH. I'm doing okay. Have I done a shampoo yet? What you mean? I don't shampoo on camera. I have once. It was kind of a weird deal because I'm sitting in front of the camera. My hair is wet. I put the shampoo in, and I got it all, lathered up. Then I had to go off camera to rinse it off because I don't take nobody in the shower with me. Thank you very much. So anyway, I know other people do. I don't do it. I do not take people in the shower with me. So anyway, and then I get it all rinsed off, and then I did the conditioner. So I have done that before, but it's been a long time. Anyhow, so then after we got him up and going pretty much, I was leaning, trying to get something, and I was leaning out of my chair, trying to get, I don't know, I dropped something on the floor, whatever. And I ended up coming down on a very sore knee. My knee was already sore. I did not know why my knee was sore. I just noticed that one day it just felt a little bit achy. And then, as time went on, it felt a little bit achier. And then It started to swell, and I'm like, what is wrong with my knee? Meanwhile, his hand is wrapped up, and I'm running around trying to do the stuff that he can't do right then and keep up with all the stuff that I normally do. And then I had two chickens that injured their feet. So there was that. So then I was having to play veterinarian. And I had to do a small surgery on one of my chickens. Oh, my goodness. It's been interesting, let's just say. Hi, Louis. Lois. So anyway, that's where I've been, and I didn't want you guys to think that I was like sick unto death, laying laying in the hospital on a respirator or something. No, I just been very, very busy, just trying to, keep up with life, trying to do the things that needed to be done in the absence of my partner, who was out of commission. So I hope you guys are all doing okay. In regard to my hair, what I did yesterday was I started out using Shea Moisture for dry, damaged hair shampoo. And then I thought, you know, it looked like it was getting just a little tiny bit yellow. So I decided to switch over to, why is this not okay?
KH said something about what conditioner do you use?
Oh, yeah, I was going to I was going to get to that. So, um, I decided to switch over to Shimmer Lights, which I had told you guys about before, and that's for blonde and gray hair. It takes the oxidation out so that your gray or your white doesn't look brassy or yellow. So after I used that, then my conditioner I used can two with argan oil in it. Now I can't use the regular can two conditioner because there's something in it that dries my hair out. There's like different types of alcohol. Some is good for your hair, some isn't, and I don't know exactly what it is. I just remember seeing um, a YouTuber explain that, and that's her profession. And I can't remember what's what, but I know whatever is in the regular Cantu leave-in, I can't use that particular stuff because it dries my hair out. So I used the one with the argan oil in it. And I even had a jar of the regular Cantu that I tried to add argan oil to it. And because I didn't want to waste it. And that didn't work. So it's something in there that dries out my hair. So yeah, with the Shea Moisture, it's the for dry damaged hair. It's yellow. So, and that's the other thing, right? I wanted to tell you guys also, because I know some of you guys were saying that some of the stuff that you use is like it leaches into your hair. And so I try to use products that are white because, hey, you know, my husband said that's racist. Anyway, um, everything's racist nowadays. But anyhow, oh, yes, I can. Can you go get the models for me?
Yeah, which one?
Um, the shimmer lights
Simulate.
and the Cantu.
Yeah.
The Cantu is in a jar,
Yeah.
and the Shea Moisture is on the bathtub.
Okay.
Thank poor guy. Going shopping. I'll show you guys the bottles here in a minute as soon as he gets back with it. Anyway, so I hope everybody has been doing okay in this time that I've been away. I've been here. I've just been away. Uh, yeah, on my other channel, like I say, I talk a lot about the other stuff that I do. I think I just released a video last night. Thank you, and thank you. That that's the conditioner. But I need this shampoo. Thank you.
Oh, there's another one shampoo.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So here's the shimmer lights, right? So it says for blonde and silver hair. This is by, well, this is in French because I got it in Canada, but you can get it here. I mean, you can get it here. So let me show it to you one more time. And thank you. This is the shampoo that I started with. Shea Moisture, it says, for dry, damaged hair. There's a glare. Can you turn that off? That one and that one. Thank you. Okay, that's better. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? It looked like it was a glare on it from my end. I want to make sure you can see it. Okay.
Shimmerlight says it's Clairol Professional.
Yeah, it's by Miss Clairol. It's Clairol Professionals that puts that out. And then this was the conditioner, the leave-in that I use. Now the regular conditioner that I use was also um, Shea Moisture for dry, damaged hair. So it comes in a set. You can buy it separately, but it does come in a set. All right. Does that help you? I hope so. Ah, Lynn, that's what I mean. Some people said they use the purple shampoo and it leave purple in their hair. See, it doesn't do that to me. It just takes out the brassiness and but it doesn't leach into my hair. Some people can't use it. Aside from that, um, I don't know how to get the oxidation out of excuse me, out of gray hair because this is all I've used. So it doesn't do that to me. Um, One of the things I could suggest is that when you use conditioners and shampoos, use conditioners and shampoos that don't have color, that are white. Or, if your hair is gray, use conditioner and shampoos that are white. If your hair is dark brown or black, it probably doesn't matter. But anyway, so there you go. That's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. My hair is still a little bit damp, so before I go to bed, I'll probably just pull it up here in a puff and get it out of the way so that I'm not, sleeping on the ends or anything like that. And throw on a silk bonnet or not. I have a silk pillowcase on my pillow, so and that's how I'll spend my evening. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for your oh, you're welcome for your concern. I wanted to leave you a note. I got a sore throat. I just could not talk, and I was so tired, and it was so much going on, and there was just craziness going on. I'm telling you, it's like from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and they were um, very close together. We had a flood here, and then we tried to get that straightened out. Ended up having to replace all of the parts in our toilet. Came back, there was another flood here. We were gone for 2 weeks and came back to a flood in the hallway, and oh, it was nuts. And then, he heard it. Then the lawnmower broke, and then we had to buy a new riding lawnmower, and then that one broke. So then the tire went flat, and that happened. And so then he was trying to get the tire off and all this, and then he hurt his hand, and it was one thing after another after another. And my voice was just shot. There was nothing I could do, and I was exhausted. So, anyhow, so that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. Now, like I said before, if you want to know what's going on, the rest of the stuff, then go over to the other channel, and it's in the description box. When you scroll down underneath this screen on the replay, you'll see it. There, it says the Christopat's Adventure and Travel channel. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Make sure you click the notification bell so that you'll know every time I upload a video. And also, when I leave a message for you in the community tab of when the next live broadcast is going to be, you'll know. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what it is. It's been happening for a year now, year and a half now, where YouTube has not been notifying people that someone is live or that someone has uploaded a video or something. I don't know what's going on with that. People have had a lot of complaints about YouTube. I've tried to find another platform to use because of it, but they are not user friendly. Not to me. You got to be somewhat tech savvy, and I'm okay, but I ain't that savvy. So it's been hard for me to try to find another platform. And I don't do Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter or LinkedIn. I used to, and I canceled all of them all on the same day. And that's a whole nother subject. So I know a lot of people still are on that, but yeah, I'm not addicted to none of that stuff. So um, yeah, I got off. So anyway, so this is where people will find me. You can find me here. If you want to connect with me on other platforms, you can find me on Signal. It's not called the Silver Crown though. So, but I am on Signal. I'm on Telegram. I'm on Brighteon Social. I'm on MeWe. But if you want those specific addresses, you'll have to write me at my email address, which is also in the description box, and we can connect that way as well. I don't talk about hair on those channels. I talk about other stuff that I do not talk about here. So, and I do not talk about on our adventure travel channel. It's other stuff. So, if you want to connect with me there, that's a good place to catch up. Those are good places to catch up with me. If you write me at enoughgrace12 at AOL.com and ask me, then I will give you the address to where you can connect with me on other social media platforms. So before I sign off for the evening, did anybody have any hair related question that they wanted to ask me before I go? And I will do my best to answer your question if I can. And if not, then we'll just end the call, in the session. But I'll give you a chance to. You need to put it in the chat box. Amber says I only do YouTube as well. Yeah, I used to have all that other stuff, and I got off of those. So I'm using other platforms other than those. Anybody? Any questions? No, actually, it's not a blowout. It's just actually it's kind of shrunken. Um, let's see where we are here. So, my hair, I told you guys, it comes down the armpit. Here's my armpit. It stops at my armpit. So you can tell it's in a shrunken state. So it's not blown out.
Shrinkage.
If it was, I got some mad shrinkage. If it was blown out, it'd be down to here. Um, and I don't put heat on my hair. So I could blow it out without heat. I could use, what do they call it? I guess just the cool air setting on my blow dryer. I have a blow dryer. I just never use it. Berendia, how are you? It's been a while. I'm feeling okay. I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better. I'm good. I'm glad to see you. It has been a while since I've seen you. So anyhow, I'm looking for you guys' questions. You can always write me also on that email address with your questions. I've had quite a few people do that. They'll write me at the email address and they'll give me their background. Sometimes they'll say I'm having this particular problem and they'll send a picture, or I'll say, yeah, I need to see it though, and take a picture and send it to me, and they'll take a picture and oh, okay. And I'll do my best. And you guys just remember that I'm not a trichologist. I'm not a cosmetologist. I'm not a stylist. I'm none of that. I'm just me. And the stuff that I do or recommend is based on what I've seen or what I read, what I studied, or whatever. But if you're having serious problems, It could be a lot of things. It could be medication, it could be diet, it could be stress, it could be a lot of things. And so that's why, when you write me, I probably would need a lot of details, and I can make some suggestions, but you may still ultimately have to see a doctor, because I'm not a doctor. So I want to make sure that I make that clear to you guys, because I had somebody tell me once that it seemed like I had a lot of knowledge about these kinds of things, but it's because I've done a lot of studying, but I didn't go to school. I'm self-studied. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of reading, and I've done a lot of investigating of different things, but I haven't had any formal training in any of that. So that's why I say, I'll give you my suggestion, or I'll tell you what I would do if it were me, but it is always up to you what course of action that you take. Let's see. So,
And Carrington says, do you find it easier to leave your hair out or in a protective style? Mostly.
most of the time, my hair is in a puff. Okay. Her question is, do you find it easier to leave your hair out or in a protective style? Um, Most of the time, it's just in a puff. I just, I'll get up and I'll either spray it or not, and then I'll just pull it up on top of my head in a puff, or I'll split it like it is right here, right now, and I'll just take and do two flat twists going to the back. Um, I don't know, six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It just depends on what I'm going to do that day. I like to spend most of my time indoors, especially when it's hot like that. So that's one of the things that helps protect my hair. But because I'm not out in the heat or in the sun like that, but it's I don't find one easier than the other. It just depends.
Key to Life says, a natural hairstylist wanted to blow dry my natural hair straight and give me a two-strand twist. I got up and left with my hair wet. I don't do no heat.
Good for you. You got up and left with your hair wet. I don't know what it is with some of these people. About 3, 4 years ago, I did a video about how to avoid bad uh, hair salons. I tell you, Lord have mercy. Listen, you know what I should do? I should put the link to that video in the description box, and I think I was wearing a head wrap at the time. So I started wearing these head wraps, experimenting with these different ways to style a head wrap. You'd be surprised how many people thought I had cancer, right? It was thinking, because they hadn't seen me in a head wrap. So now all of a sudden my hair is wrapped up, and every time they saw me, it was wrapped up, and they thought I had some secret that I had cancer. No, I was experimenting with scarves, trying to see what looked good on me. I got a whole like a lookbook thing that I did a long time ago of me. It might be in the playlist. And check over in the playlist, and I think I have a little series there, different ways that you can do head wraps. So anyway, yeah, people thought I had cancer. No, 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 I was fine. I was just experimenting with scarves. Any more questions? Lois says, stay away from the heat. Stay away from the heat, you guys. It's too hot. I don't know what the temperature is where you all are, but it's still saying 91. I'm looking at the thermometer over there. We have a thermometer kind of a thingy
Indoor,
in
outdoor.
in what? Hmm?
Indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, it's an indoor outdoor thermometer, and there's a little transmitter doohickey thing down in the wet bay of the RV that tells us what the temperature is out there, and underneath it shows us what the temperature is in here. So in here it says it's 75. It feels cooler than 75 because the air vent is just blowing, feels like it's blowing right on me. There's one right there, and it's blowing right on me, and then there's one ahead of me that's blowing on me. But outside it's 91, so 75 is okay. If I were to turn this off, it would get really hot really quick. Like in 10-15 minutes, the temperature would drop probably about 7 or 8 degrees that quickly. So you can't really be in here without heat or without air unless it's springtime. So, yes, Amber. Amber says she has a question.
Below.
I don't see it.
It says below.
Did I have a question below? But that's
I
all I
had a
see.
question below. It might have been above. Hang on, let me check that. Amber, Amber, Amber.
We're looking for your question. I don't see it. Hi, Shirley. How are you? I'm glad you could make it. I thought you worked in the evenings.
Up above.
Oh, up above. Okay, so he's looking for it. He's reading the questions to me. I don't see her question.
She says, "You never know. Things we think are sort of small turn out to be something much more." That's more of a comment. And there's another comment. Maybe it was Delta from Delta Airlines.
Oh, I have not flown anywhere in,
Long
gosh,
time.
yeah, I guess 7 years.
Congratulations on your retirement, Shirley.
7 years, I think. I haven't flown anywhere. I had a bad experience. We went to Europe. I think we hit about 3 or 4 countries when we were there
Yes.
on one of those trips. Another
Yes.
trip, we hit 3 countries
3 countries on one and 4 countries
and
on
four
the other.
countries on the other one. Yeah.
Amber says, your other YouTube channel, will you do a live chat there?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I just released a video this morning, like 12 in the morning, uh, because they hadn't seen me either. Because I was, no, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So anyway, yeah, on that other channel, I was out in my chicken run with my chickens. And anyway, you guys should go over there. If you like animals, you'll enjoy that channel. It used to be a travel channel, and all we did on there was show our trips, our RV trips and all that, and the places that we went, and gave a little history of where we were and all that. But we have not, well, where you going to go, right? You haven't, we hadn't traveled in a long time because of the craziness that was going on, and a lot of the RV camps and stuff were shut down, and you couldn't even go on what they call BLM land, or Bureau of Land Management land, where you could camp for free. You couldn't go anywhere. So we haven't moved except once. We haven't moved this RV except once in the last 2 years. And then we went to the city, got some roofing put on, a new roof put on. And then on the way back, we stopped at a city park, and we camped there for like 3 days or 5 days. How long was it? About 5 days.
5 days. They had water and power, but they
Yeah,
did
they
not
had
have
water
sewer.
and power, and they didn't have sewer. So we can go about a week in this RV before we have to dump the tank. And then we were only 10 miles from here.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I guess it's like one big camping trip, because we're sitting on 9 lots of land, and we're camping all the time. We're here. So anyway, okay, let me see.
Amber said, well, I know you said you only talk about certain things on each individual channel, and I want to respect that. And JC says, hey.
Hey, girl. How you doing? There go my friend. Yes. Now let's see.
Go Cameron.
Well, yeah, and that's because this channel is really for hair, and I try to keep it real light. On some of the other channels, you might not like me. So some of those other channels, whew, yeah. Anyway, write me, right, and I'll give you the address to where I am. On some of those other channels, you may have to subscribe to that platform to find me, of course, but that's right. She said on the other channels the gloves come off. That's right. I'm real civil on here, okay? I'm pretty civil on the other channels too. I'm just very direct, you might say. Um, I know how to stay focused, you know what I mean? Like, you know. So tonight I talked about hair. I threw in a couple other little things, but mostly, about hair and why I hadn't been on here talking about hair. On the other channel, I talked a lot about on the Adventure and Travel channel, which I'm thinking about changing the name because we haven't traveled. Um, had the last few months because we were confined. Um, Most of that was dealing with our urban homestead, there in the city. We're in the country now, and so a lot of that stuff is on that channel. That's mostly what that channel is about. And but like I say, on the other channels, they are other subjects. They're other subjects. Hey, you want to see that side of me? You have to go over there. So write me at enoughgrace12 at AOL.com, and I'll tell you where you can meet me. So we can have a chat on there. Anyhow, you know what? So in Carrington wants to know, do you do anything else on the other channels?
Well, I do lots of things related to the motorhome and related to
He
mowing.
does. Yeah. On the other channel, on our adventure travel channel, if there's maintenance that has to be done on here, and believe me, there's always something that needs to be done on here. Our air conditioner's trying to go out, one of them, and there's always something. On that channel, we had to literally change out our refrigerator, which was no easy task.
Oh yeah.
That took several hours. You would think that all you have to do is unhook the old one, pull it out, put in the new one. No, you gotta glue stuff and do. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah. So no. And then when we bought this land that we're sitting on, there was a house sitting on it that we wanted to get rid of because it was derelict. But the lady that passed away in 2011 had left a bunch of stuff in the house, and her family had taken out as much as they could. And I kid you not, there was still stuff all the way up clear to the ceiling. And after we made several trips to the city dump with several 100 pounds of stuff, we decided that there's a lot of poor people in this area, and there was a lot of stuff that was still valuable in the house that people could use. I don't need anything. So, the things that we took out, we cleaned them up and re-gifted them to people for Christmas gifts and stuff like that a couple of years back. And then the rest of it, we just put out an announcement in the little town that we're in here, that if anyone wanted anything, help yourself. Just go in there and get it. Just know that the house is not insured. You might want to wear a motorcycle helmet or something when you go in there, but take whatever you want. And I mean, that's what they did. I mean, they took the windows.
Yeah.
The windows, frame and all. People came. They took the windows. They took the shower, the whole shower, the vanity, kitchen stuff. They just stripped it. And then we had a contractor come in and take it down, take the house down. So, um, yes, Shirley, yes, she was. I was stunned when I walked in. She died in there, and it's really sad, and she was a nurse. So, but yep, she died. She died with her stuff, and it was very sad. But kudos to you, in Carrington says.
Yep.
And bless your heart for taking care of all the maintenance needed. God be with you all through your travels.
It wasn't until I moved to Oklahoma that I found out that bless your heart meant something else. Because I do not come from here.
Oh, well,
I
my
come
husband's
from the land in the rainy north. I'm Canadian.
They know. Well, maybe y'all didn't know
and,
that my husband is not a U.S. citizen.
but he's working on it.
Yeah, he
And
is working
it's
on it.
getting shorter. I'm just waiting for them to call me and say, "Are you ready to take the oath?" But up
Can,
north,
can you guys hear him? Can y'all hear him talking? Nobody's saying nothing. I guess they
no,
can't hear you.
up north, if you see an elderly woman trying to put her groceries in her car and you help her and you say, "Bless your heart," it actually means "bless your heart."
Well, that's what she meant.
Down here, when you say "bless your heart," it doesn't mean "bless your heart."
Yes,
It
it
means
does.
"poor little fine."
We know what we mean when we say it. It depends on the context. Anyhow,
No, he is
no,
not going back.
no, he's not.
I
No,
can't go back. There were a couple that came back from a vacation and they had proof that they had been tested for the virus 2 days before they left and came back with negative tests. They arrived at the airport and the officials said, "You have to go into quarantine in a COVID hotel." They said, "No, we don't. We have a home. There's nobody at home. We'll just go straight home and we'll quarantine there."
yeah,
And the official said, "Have it your way," and gave them
$5,000
$25,000 in
fine
fines
because they were negative.
because they
So
would not
they
cooperate
wouldn't
and
cooperate.
obey.
Well, they had to test before they got on the flight. They tested when they got off the flight. They were negative, and there was no reason for that except it's a money grab. But anyway, that's another subject that I'll talk about on a different channel. But anyway, anyhow, so yeah, you guys, we yeah, we kind of. I'm just not giving Canada that kind of money. I'm just not doing it. I ain't doing it. So and I think being a national, a Canadian national, he should not be charged to come back into his own homeland. That's ridiculous when lots of people are coming into his homeland and aren't being charged anything. And that's another subject. I'm getting off here because y'all are pulling me into something I don't even want to get into. Not on this channel. Anyhow, why are you laughing? So, anyway, yeah, we can talk about that, boy. I can talk about things a lot on some of the other channels. But anyway, yeah, he's working on it. He's
Yeah.
working on it. We have his paperwork in, and last time we checked, first it said 16 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, first it said
And it was
16 months,
15,
and then it went down to 15
then
months.
10,
Now we're at 8 months,
8, I think 7.
and it is.
I think, yeah.
Did you check?
I did the other day and I thought it said 7.
So well, they still would have wanted us to. Amber said we could have quarantined at her place.
Well, I kind of like the idea of going back and seeing my mother. I haven't seen her since 2018.
Yeah.
She will be in a couple of months. She'll be 98 years of age, still living in her own home,
Yep.
and I can't go and visit her because of the horrendous fines which they'd like to.
Yeah, yeah. We can't even get back to see his mom, and she's 98 at home. She lives alone, and it's really sad. We can't afford to go and see her. It's ridiculous. So hopefully the madness will be over uh, sometime in my lifetime, and we can get on about the business of being human beings. But right now, that's if everybody doesn't turn into something else. I'm getting off. Bye. See y'all later. Y'all crazy. That's why I had them other channels so that I can, you know,
Let your hair down.
exercise my freedom of speech.
8 months. It says.
Because YouTube is crazy. So anyhow,
8 months.
all right, you guys. Any other questions about hair? Anybody have any more questions? Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Mm-mm-mm. I'm looking. I'm waiting. Type fast.
Shirley says, "Wow, longevity."
Yeah, yeah. I'll be looking for your email, Amber. Amber's gonna write me.
All right.
You know, I had offered to go on Skype with some of you guys. Nobody wanted to be seen on camera. What's wrong with you?
And Carrington says, "No,
Don't go.
don't go."
Yeah, I was going. I even suggested that we do a live thing with all of us on there so we could all meet each other and see each other and not just be a text message or a chat message, but we could all see each other and interact with each other and all that. And everybody act like they was afraid to be seen on camera. I don't care if you got your hair in cornrows, wearing a wig or bald headed or whatever. I just thought it would have been a good idea for all of us to connect like that, but nobody wanted to do it. Camera shy. So there you go. I guess I'll just look for your email. You look fat on camera. You ain't seen my wings, girl. Look at that. We all look fat on camera. The camera adds 15 pounds to you. Like I really need that, right? So no. Mm-mm. Anyway, you know you can adjust the camera where it only shows your face, right? It's true. True story. Who's got Zoom? Now see, I have Zoom, but I don't have the one where you can do a group thing because Skype is free. So I've been using Skype for years and it costs me nothing. Zoom costs if you want to do a group thing. So anyhow, y'all let me know. Y'all want to do Skype? It's free. It's free. And it's a decent connection. They've been around for a while. So let me know if I get enough people that want to do it, then we can do that. No problem. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for thinking of me, and thank you for those of you that prayed for me that I would get better. I am better. Just my knee, it's a little bit wonky, but other than that, I'm doing okay. I just need to catch up on some rest. You know, just have a few days where something doesn't break or something doesn't go wrong, or I don't have to do surgery on a chicken or something like that. And good news is one of my new chickens just laid her first egg yesterday. Yay. And I was there for it too. So, anyhow, you have Skype? See, you have to uh, write me and tell me what your Skype address is. And I can add you to my contacts, and then I can give you my information. You can add me your contacts, and we can actually talk to each other. Okay? Okay. So
Thank,
I'll see you guys in my email inbox.
thanks, Shirley. Y'all be blessed as well.
Amber, you write me so I can get you on one of my other platforms. You see what she said? Oh my God. Oh, girl, I ain't talking to you right now. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Oh my goodness. Bye, you guys. I love you guys. You guys are a hoot, man. I like hanging out with you. I'll see you the next time I come on. I will try to continue my notification thing of letting you guys know 2 or 3 days in advance when I'm going to be live. Other than that, if I get a chance, then I'll do a video and upload it, and you'll still get the notification that I uploaded one. I haven't done that in a while. It looks like I swung more toward live broadcast. It's easier.
Hi, Sandra.
Yes, ma'am, you're late. We came on at 7. So, yeah, Queen Sandra, did you have any questions about hair before we go? God bless you, JC. Make her do push-ups. All right, you guys. Well, like I say, my email address is in the description box. If you have questions, if you have questions, just write me. I will write you back. I answer all of my emails, every last one of them. I do answer you. So, and if you didn't get an answer, check your spam because I answer every single one of them. Okay. And I'll see you guys the next time I come on. Have a great weekend. God bless you. Keep it natural. I'll see you next time.